Hello and welcome to into my kitchen for another session of the Naked Engineer versus the Naked Chef. And today, as part of my Tier 1 health management lighter than life diet, I'm going to be cooking you a ratatouille, and I'm going to show you step by step the best way to do it to make it nice and tasty and different from processed foods. So here we go. First of all, we're going to start off with all the vegetables that are going to be used. So as you can see here, I've got tomatoes, bell peppers, aubergine, croquettes, garlic, celery, tomatoes, and of course lots and lots of herbs and salt. Okay, so here we go. Okay, first of all, I'm going to start prepping up for the tomato sauce. Okay, so for that, I am going to use 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, and also at the same time I'm going to peel up a bell pepper and roast that so it's nice and soft. So first of all, I'm going to chop up the garlic. Make sure it's finely all chopped up. Watch your fingers, as I always keep saying. Make sure it's finely grounded up. I'm going to use 3 large cloves of garlic, so make it according to taste, especially if you don't have any preparation for any kissing tonight. Okay, the garlic is all nicely chopped up. As you can see, it's nice and diced. Okay, so now I'm going to prepare the pepper for roasting, so that it's nice and soft for about 15-20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to peel out the pepper. There we go. So we got all the insides out. They'll be all nicely softened. Okay, there you go. There's all the pepper there. I'm going to use one. Okay, take the pieces out. I'm not going to waste what not, as they say. Okay, so that's all nicely ready to put into the oven. The pot's already in there. The oven's set at 175. So here we go.
Watch this.
Okay,
this is the heavy
roasting pot should be all ready now to bring out of the oven. So here we go.
Coming off the street and you're beginning to feel the heat. Well, listen, Buster, you better start.
Okay, we've got one preheated pot ready for the bell peppers to go in and to be roasted. So we're going to put the peppers in. There you go, lay them all out. Making sure they're nice and soft, maybe a bit charred in some areas. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now we get some fresh thyme together. So as you can see, we've got some fresh thyme. Peel that back so it's all nice and fresh in there. Okay. In the meantime, we prepare the pot ready for doing the tomato sauce. There we go. Nice lot of fresh thyme. Under these current circumstances, whether you're in work or out of work and looking for work, it's always important to keep a healthy body and a healthy mind. You don't want to put on the weight and you need to stay fit. So by following these simple diets of mine, anybody can do this. So if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, while we're waiting for everything to simmer and that, I'm now going to prep my aubergine and zucchini. I'm going to slice them up into round parts, not dice them. No need to strip the skins back on these. So I'm going to start with the aubergine and then we prep that up. So here we go. Right, okay. So take the end about a centimetre. So get them prepped up. Now the zucchini. take off the end. Don't want that. Again, about the same. Okay, I'm also going to put in some mushrooms, slice them up. Okay, I'm going to do 2 mushrooms. This will all be layered at the end on top of the tomato sauce when that's been done. Okay, and I'm also going to, oh look at those vegetables, all nicely wrapped, see, all sliced and diced. Okay, and I'm going to cut an onion up as well, a few slices of those. Don't want to dice this up, not just yet. Okay, there we go, that's going to go into the tomato sauce, the onions that is. Okay, the peppers look all nicely softened and browned, so I'm going to take those out of the oven and let them cool down, put them to the side. So here we go, put them down there, so ready. Okay, all the vegetables are prepped, okay, so they're all diced up. I'm now going to put them into that bowl and mix it with a generous amount of salt and pepper, and then mix in well. Okay, I'm now going to take the red peppers that we roasted earlier and put them in this jug so that they get blended. Then we blend them up into a sauce so that we mix them into the tomatoes and thicken the sauce. So now what we do, here we go, wish them around, give them a good squishy wishy. Okay, turn the power on, does help. Okay. Mix that all in. It's nicely purified. Okay, there we go, nicely purified. And that then goes into the tomato sauce. Okay, what we now do is we go and get the dish for the sauce to go in out of the oven that's already been hot. So now we've got our hot piping dish, and from there we pour in the sauce. Okay, fill it right up. Might not get all of it in. And then what we do is, with all the vegetables that we prepped earlier, we layer them on colour wise. So we colour code them. Colour code them. Yeah, right, okay. So I'm going to start with the tomatoes. Bit of aubergine. Mushroom. Some zucchini. Some more courgette, aubergine, some red pepper, some mushroom, another aubergine, another tomato. Let's find some of that zucchini, and more zucchini. Okay, there we go, so it's all nicely layered. Red pepper, mushroom, red pepper, zucchini, tomato. Okay, just don't be frightened. Put it all in. Okay, there we go. It's all nicely in, all nicely layered up. As I said before, not bad for someone who hates tomatoes and can't stand the living daylights out of them. Okay, there we go. Don't just throw these in, put them delicately in. Okay, from there, put some herbs in, some fresh herbs. Okay, so we got here some basil, some coriander, not forgetting parsley. And then what we do, once we spread that all out, crush some onion, crush some garlic up. Okay, put that in. As I said before, if you plan on any kissing, forget it. You haven't got a hope in hell with this amount of garlic. But as I've always said, add according to taste. That goes for the chili, that goes for the garlic and any other spicy stuff. You add according to taste. Okay, now that's all prepped up, we now take that over to the oven. Well, everything's going away, everything's in the oven, cooking away. Now that meal is about 5-6 portions for one person. That lasts a good 5 days. As there's 2 of us here cooking for my partner, that will be about 4 days worth. And what I'll do with her is I'll put a lamb chop, because you can have ratatouille as a main meal, or you can have it as a side, and you can add others. So for you people out there who are getting your non-veggie eaters joining in with you, it's a good way to add something else, but not for you. Okay, thank you. As I've said, my partner is eating with me, but she's going to have some lamb chops on there. Obviously one of those lamb chops, sadly enough, is for the cat. Lucky cat. So we're nearly ready. The ratatouille is nearly to come out the oven, all nicely tanned, the veg. So this will be served in about 2 minutes. I think the time has come to take the ratatouille out of the oven. It's been nicely in there for a long time, simmering away. So here we go. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Okay, everything's now ready. There's the ratatouille with the lamb chops that are not mine. And for dessert, I'm having a Lighter Life trifle, which is made of jelly and shake, recommended by Lighter Life, of course. So, bon appetit. If you like what you see, please comment, pass around and share with others. Enjoy.